Mr Speaker.
Dr Asher Chowdhury.
Well, thank you very much, Mr Chairman. Well, this academic certainly loves dairy and certainly loves farming, because I've spent my life in some one or the other way into farming, helping farmers, along with my colleague here who's a good dairy farmer. Well, that's fine. That's all right. I'm leaving the Parliament in a very happy way. So don't you worry about it. We still have a lot to contribute. We got a lot to contribute to agriculture. And, Mr. Chairman, coming to the bill. Well, look, we had this bill, and we had 13 submissions in the Select Committee, and we heard 8 of them. Most of them were in support of this bill. And clearly, this is a very small bill, basically extending the market share threshold for the expiry of the pro-competition provisions for the dairy restructuring bill. Well, look, this is Labour Party and the government. Both we want to see more competition in the market. We want to see healthy domestic dairy prices, good processing market for everyone concerned, whether it's for local domestic consumers or for export. So this bill, Mr. Chairman, extends the threshold, and we are delighted to support this bill in this other House because clearly this is a bill which, increasing competition, and particularly also including the West Coast part of the South Island in the market share threshold. Clearly in the past it was excluded from the South Island threshold, but this one now extends. But I think it's been mentioned early on, we were discussing the EPA bill. I know I'm trying to bring it to, but I think it's part of the thing, is, Mr. Chairman, is that the dairy, in processing of dairy, of course, it impacts our environment, it impacts our income, and this particular bill is the one which certainly increases the competition and increase the welfare of our people, enhances the market, and that's good. And again, as has been said before, this is only one bill which is part of the water dairy restructuring, and I'm sure the Minister will be coming back to the House in a not too distant future to get it right. Now, we've got to get it right, because this is something which both sides of the House, we support this. This is our main industry, and we, going forward, this is the future. In my view, I can say this is not a sunset industry. And I spend my life in it, and I fully support this, because going forward I can see the opportunities, particularly in Asia, going forward as we extend our market into China and India and the whole Asia region. I think that will be the future for this country. So I commend this bill to the House.
Thank you. Members, Shane Arden.
Mr Speaker, I move that the question be now put.
The question is that the question be now put. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that Clause 1 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. We now move to Clause 2. The question is that Clause 2 stand part. The Honourable Damien O'Connor.